those thousands of Hezbollah pagers explode across Lebanon. How exactly Israel managed to conduct this attack, and how could it influence the future warfare, future secret operations?
Yeah, I've been asked that by a couple of broadcasters, and they say, "Isn't it? What does this mean?" And I say to them, "Well, welcome to the future. This is what warfare will tend to look like, which is where a whole society can be affected in ways it didn't imagine because of the vulnerabilities of modern society to electronics and digital systems." The way the Israelis seem to have done it, my latest understanding, and this is in the public domain now, is that the Taiwanese company that produced the pages are said to have supplied them to this Hungarian company called BAC. Now, BAC look as if they were actually an Israeli shell company. And what was actually happening, whatever the Taiwanese company thought, who were Global Apollo, whatever they thought, what was actually happening is that the Israelis were producing the pages themselves, physically manufacturing them themselves, and making it look as if they were Global Apollo pages subcontracted to BAC in Hungary. And they produced a number of pages that were fine, that worked, and they supplied them to various customers. And then a number of pages that had explosives in them that were supplied to Hezbollah. So that, if that's true, and I think it is, then I think it will turn out to be true, put it that way, then it shows, like all of these operations, that they are years in the planning. These operations take a long time to set up. And what seems to have happened is that the Israelis had this operation moving when Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah, told all the Hezbollah people to stop using their mobile phones and go to pages. The Israelis suddenly realized that they could surge production of explosive-filled pages, and this was a great bonus to them, so they supplied them. The same with the other electronic devices, which exploded the following day. The downside for the Israelis is that I'm fairly certain in my own mind, I can't prove this, but just looking at the timing of these explosions, 3:30 on a weekday, was not optimal for the beginning of an attack or an operation. And I think that they probably pressed the button because they knew they were about to be exposed. As a major intelligence asset, if it looks as if it's about to be blown by the other side, then you have to activate it there and then or lose it. So it was a use it or lose it moment on Tuesday last week. And I think that they pressed the button, and that has created a series of events which the Israelis are now trying to take advantage of. So I think those explosions created a sense of retaliation in Lebanon. The Israelis have preempted the retaliation with air attacks overnight. We will see what happens in the next 24 hours. But I'm fairly certain in my own mind that although these exploding pages were intended as the first, if you like, a personal artillery barrage to open a campaign, I bet they didn't intend to open that campaign at 3:30 last Tuesday afternoon.
Thank you, Professor Clark.